Believe it or not, there's still some people out there who don't know what Spotify is. So could you elucidate, educate, and tell people what Spotify is all about?
Sure. So basically, Spotify is this application that you can download to your PC or Mac. And it works the way that when you've installed it, it is basically a search window. You can see all the latest music being released, and you can search for any songs, and you can play it within 2 seconds. And it's free. And you can share it with your friends, and you can take it with you on your mobile device, but then you got to be a paying subscriber. So it's really that simple.
So we kept hearing that Spotify was coming to America, coming to America. I held my breath. Then I had to breathe again. It took a little while. What was the delay? Were the record companies more difficult in the U.S. than they were in Europe? What was the story?
Well, so I think talking again about the model, this is a very different model. This is a model about access to music, not just selling units. And I think that the music industry watches, of course, the world's largest music market more than it does, for instance, international territories. And for us, it was really a case of sort of proving that the model actually works. And I think by now we're the fastest growing and the largest music service of our kind. I think that really kind of cemented a belief in the music industry that, hey, this might actually work. And that's what ultimately got us to cross over.
Are you freaked out about Apple and Google?
I'm not. No, I'm not freaked out about it.
Are you concerned? I mean, how are they going to compete with you?
If I knew that, that would be quite amazing. Well, you know, I will say this, though. Apple's an amazing company, Google likewise. And I think ultimately we just focus on music, and we really try and innovate in music. And I think ultimately companies that do one thing and try and do it really well often succeeds much better than companies that try to do 50 things at once.
Can Spotify thrive and Pandora thrive at the same time?
Yeah, we definitely believe so. I think it's complementary. If you think in the old world, you definitely had radio and you had the record stores. In the new world, in the digital world, you have services like Pandora, which is clearly radio. And with Spotify, all we really care about is we want to manage your music. We want to, hold your music collection.
So, but if you win, Daniel, who loses?
I don't think that there's really anyone that loses. What we're really focused on here is creating a win-win. We just believe that in a world where people consume more music now than ever before, from a bigger diversity of artists, that's really, really positive. But at the same time, the music industry is really shrinking, and artists now can't make a living out of music. We want to grow the pie. We believe that there's an enormous amount of people who wants to enjoy music, and they are willing to pay for it, whether it's with their time or if it's with their, paying for the service on their mobile devices. It's kind of irrelevant. We just believe that the pie is so big, and ultimately that's where we want to go.